Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your May 2023 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. We will start off with the sound bowl just to cleanse the space and tune in before we go into a Celtic cross for the month of May. I will clarify and we will also get a theme card. So before we begin, let us just tune into the energy. Just give us a moment's pause just for a couple of seconds. So if you'd like to take a nice breath in and exhale. Alright Cancer, let us see what May has in store for you. Right, please be mindful that energies are non-gender specific. You take what you resonate with and leave the rest behind. And if you do like this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up or a comment, or you can subscribe. It's totally free. And at the end of the reading, I will be doing the extended. So for those of you who are interested, you can go to the description box below, click on the PayPal link and see the extended of your reading. Right, we're going to get a Sacred Destiny theme card for the month of May for you. See what's coming up for Cancer. May 2023. What is the theme, please? I think we've got two. Okay, we got three. Good Lord. We have adventure, release, and protection. Okay, so often what I absolutely love about this Sacred Destiny deck, right, is that it is often sometimes when you have more than one card comes out, it seems to sometimes construct a sentence. So what this is telling me is that you are absolutely protected this time. Adventures are coming up for you, but the goal here is to release like baggage from the past, release the old season, release the leaves. You know, you're changing seasons at the moment. And so know that you will be protected in that, and know that adventures are waiting for you, okay? So there's also a sense of how releasing something can also be a bit of an adventure, because when we hold on to things, when we hold on to certain belief systems, when we hold on to past romantic partnerships that didn't work out, and or passings from people, it holds us in a certain place. And that feeling that we have, that ideology, that belief system, after a while, because we keep it in our energy field, it becomes our best friend. So sometimes when we release it, it can make you feel a bit like your first day at school, because you feel slightly different, and you no longer have this kind of connection to something that has always been in your radar. Okay, so that in itself can actually be a bit of an adventure, but you are absolutely protected, meaning that not only can you embark on this adventure, but now's the time to release it without worrying that you are. It's not like you're letting go of the past. You just, if you think of the word release, okay, release. Lease is taking up rent. Okay, a lease is a rental. So whatever this thing is that's just really kind of an energy that's been holding you back, and you'll know it'll be different for everyone, okay, is actually renting time and space in your head, okay? So as we are in Mercury retrograde, which means the last from the past can come back in, it's really a time where you have to redo everything. So sometimes you have to look over old stuff that comes back in, because it tends to happen around the Mercury retrograde. Perhaps you need to be realizing certain things, perhaps you need to be reanalyzing certain things, anything with that re in front of it, okay? But no longer, I think you're deciding to now no longer allow something to take up rent in your head, because no one's paying for it, okay? You're paying the price. So we're going to see how that pans out in the reading itself. Okay. re-adding. I'm going to do a Celtic cross, okay? Just give me a moment because I'm going to clarify them immediately rather than go through all the general energies and then all the clarifications at the end. Sometimes we forget what placement things were in. So I'm going to do them all together and then I'll talk through and show you each card. All right? So Cancer, May 2023. Okay. Okay, let me just get the rest of the cards. Let's clarify this mini Rider-Waite deck. So we've got some tricky energy here, I'm not going to lie, but I will go through it all, don't you worry. Okay, let's just clarify them all. Okay, right. A lot of pages coming up for you. Ooh, yeah. Okay, let's get into this. All right. You have in the center part, the position where you are at the moment, starting in as you enter into May, is the Page of Pentacles clarified by the Three of Wands. Okay, so what that is telling me is your mindset at the moment is it feels to me quite novice energy, where you're looking to find a new opportunity, a new way of bringing in some finances, and it's been taking you quite a while, like you have to wait until things start trickling in. But it also feels to me like there could be news coming in, because pages are messengers. There could be a message coming through about a certain even if it's a little help to your finances. It doesn't seem massive because it's a page, but it is some help finances towards you, but you're having to wait for it. So for example, even if you have applied for a mortgage, applied for a home, these are money related, like property is pentacle energy as well. It's that's what your focus is on now, but again there's a bit of a delay, so you have to wait for it to arrive. What's preventing it from coming forward is we've got the King of Swords with the Empress. So the King of Swords energy is that kind of bureaucrat energy, all right? But it is also, it's clarified by the Empress, meaning that there is, it feels like there's a person that's dealing, that has some sort of say over your financial situation or even legal situation, and they are kind of causing a few delays with this coming forward. What I do feel, because it's clarified by the Empress card, which is a very powerful, abundant card, there's two things that are going on. Number one, that person could be doing it because they know that if you delay in one way, it will actually serve you better in the long run and you'll get more long term, or they're looking out for their own abundance and their own sense of wealth, okay? So that's the block that's coming in for you as you are right now. Your focus, your conscious area of focus at the moment throughout the month of May is the Seven of Swords clarified by the World. So you are really looking, you just want to be done and dusted with a particular cycle. And it's almost, it feels like it has an aspect of work related to it, but you're kind of trying to skirt around something. You're trying to look at the strategies. How do I really navigate myself out of this a tricky situation where I feel like the King of Swords is not in my favor. The King of Swords is that bureaucrat. It can be someone you know, of course, but he's a type of person, male or female, doesn't matter. The King of Swords is someone who is very, very particular, very detail orientated. You know, they deal with numbers, they deal with written content, okay, contracts, that sort of thing. Even doctors, lawyers, police officials, they would all be this kind of King of Swords type of energy. So it could obviously be someone you know that in a way might be preventing finances from coming towards you. But it could also be just someone that you are unaware of, but again, it's having an impact on your finances. So I don't know, but you're looking to close off a cycle here, okay, and you're finding a way to try and skirt around the situation. Perhaps you're trying to find a way to think outside the box with that Seven of Swords, of to how this person this situation is impacting your sense of finances, okay. Deep down, you've got the Page of Cups, and you've got so this is in your unconscious areas of thought. You've got Page of Cups with the Nine of Swords, okay. It seems to me that there's a part of you deep down is got a little bit of worry over, I would say, a child figure. Okay, it's Page of Cups often can refer to a child, but it can also sometimes refer to a gesture, a nice gesture that someone's given towards you. So say, for example, someone buys you some flowers or whatever, but there's anxiety around that, okay? And you can't quite put your finger on it, but you just feel a bit like it doesn't quite sit right with you, okay? It could be that if it's not a child and it's more that kind of gesture that was offered to you, which may feel like it has strings attached, or it doesn't make you feel comfortable. It could be that is also the thing that you are trying to skirt around and put it close to that before it becomes anything more, all right, or develops into anything more. Particularly as we are in Mercury retrograde, it could have that blast from a past kind of energy, someone from your past coming back in, okay? But the gesture is small. It's not like I'm taking you out to dinner and I'm going to take you away on holiday. It's not that big. It's a sort of a small gesture, but it just kind of it rubs you up in the wrong way, deep down, okay? Now, in your immediate past, you have the Four of Swords with the Lover's card. Okay, so it feels to me that you needed some time to rest and recoup. Perhaps for some of you, you have been a bit poorly. Perhaps or perhaps for some of you, you've been away. You've allowed yourself some time away, some time to just get back to yourself. And this was a choice that you made, because it's almost like you're wanting to rediscover the sense of passion that you know is actually within you deep down. And you want to ignite it again, but you recognize in the past that actually I have to make the choice to do so. It could have been a stressful situation that we're previously dealing with, perhaps if you were involved with another person, and if it was a third-party situation, that could also be true for some of you. But what I do see here is either there has been a very small illness, or a few days away from home, away from your normal environment, just to kind of take a breather, and that's I think quite powerful, okay? Now, in your immediate future, you feel we've got the Eight of Swords with the Eight of Wands. Both of them are number 8s, okay? Infinity symbol. 8s talk about manifestation as well in numerology. Ultimately, I feel like you feel quite trapped within yourself, and all you really want to do is you want to fly, you know, because that Eight of Wands is my aviation card as well. So for some of you, you're wanting to take physical travel, because we've got the World card and the Eight of Wands now, so that's like world travel. For some of you, you're wanting to do that, but you feel stuck in a rut. You feel like you're unable to. You're restricted somehow. Perhaps you're restricted in your mindset more than anything else. For the rest of you, it's like you're feeling trapped in the sense that you just want to kind of get going with life. You want things to be fun and forward motion and exciting and joyful, because that's what the Eight of Wands really talks about. It talks about achievement. It talks about fast action. It talks about communication backwards and forwards. Positive in terms of work front. So if you've been waiting for an answer for work, it feels like sort of spending too much time worrying about it in the head, and so the more that you worry, it builds up a bit of a block for it to come in. So it feels like it's available for you, but you know, you might be too much in your head, okay, over the course of May, if it's related to work. Your attitude for the month of May, we got the Judgment card and the Page of Pentacles, okay. So this is talking again about this pentacle at the center of your reading. All right, so this is what's coming up in your attitude, Judgment, clarified by the Page of Pentacles, okay, and it connects to this Page of Pentacles that was at the center of your reading, okay. You need to make some sort of judgment call. You have, it's like you can't deny, you cannot not make a decision with regards to this. So if there's been something you've been waiting for in terms of finances to come on in, this is where you either need to make a big decision, okay, or you're waiting on a judgment, okay. And it's to do with either a child type figure, or finances relating to a child, or just that news of finances is going to help things be a little bit better, okay. Because at the moment I feel that your past, your surroundings, your environment at the moment is you just feel financially burdened. Let me put it that way. We've got the Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles there. So this is happening in your environment. So you're feeling this around yourself. Some of you might be experiencing this full on, but this could also represent the people around you. But something is sort of dead, done, over with in terms of, and it's to do with where you feel like there's not enough money, there's not enough, I don't have enough resources, I don't have a place to stay, I don't have, you know, I don't have an abundance mindset, I have a lack mindset. And so there, it feels like there's a deciding factor that allows you to recognize that something is over and done with. You can't be on that road anymore, that road to self-destruction in terms of allowing the finances to dictate your happiness in your daily life, okay. It's all really about finances for you, Cancer, this month. In your hopes and dreams, we've got the Four of Cups clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. So what this is telling me is you have this hope that out of nowhere you will get some support, some financial support. The Ten of Pentacles is the best money card, right? But you're in that space of, you're kind of at that space of, I'm going to dream and hope for it to come in. Because the Four of Cups is like, you know, things are all right, but you know, God, I want more. I could do with a little bit of more, because I'm just like, I don't want to feel ungrateful for anything, but it would still not be nice to have more. And by adding from the 3 to the 4 with Cups energy, which is your emotional energy, you feel like that's going to be the thing that helps you feel a little bit more stable. In fact, number 4s are in numerology, it's talking about foundations, achievements of some degree as well. So your hope at the moment is that you will that you can get that Ace of Cup that's been offered by the heavens, and build on your sense of security, because I feel like you've been feeling really anxious, really stuck. For some of you, perhaps you've even been dealing with somebody who has lied to you, maybe been a bit deceptive towards you, and so you're just wanting to make sure that your immediate environment feels as secure as possible. All right, that's why the protection card came up, because Spirit needs to tell you, you are protected, you're okay, but there's something that definitely needs to be released here. It could be a person in your life, but it could also be this kind of mindset, because it's all really worry about money for the month of May. Now we have the outcome, which is a Five of Pentacles, and it's clarified by the Six of Cups. There's a couple of things going on here. Five of Pentacles we've had now twice, which is that card that talks about feeling the pinch, not having enough resources, okay, feeling left out in the cold, neglected, isolated, all of that. And it is clarified by the Six of Cups, which sometimes can talk about children, sometimes can talk about kind of blasts from the past energies, okay. So it could be that your focus right now, by the end of the month, is to it's just, it feels like a bit of a downer, I have to admit. Now it feels like there's, because you feel a little bit stuck and isolated in that respect, it does feel like it's coming from the past. That's the best way I can describe this. It's like, it doesn't feel like it's a now situation. It may be that you'd feel like you don't have enough for the kids and all that sort of stuff, but it's from some sort of past event, okay? It's not something that's happened here and now. It's something that's been kind of building up over time. And this is where you're feeling disempowered to some degree. Now, there may be help available to you, okay? Sometimes we need to just ask family or friends for emotional support first and foremost, okay? Energetic support, because that comes to you quicker. It's through the air, you know. It's a quicker upliftment. But of course you can also ask for resources. So there is help available, because in that Five of Pentacles, in the church scene, there is this light that's coming through the church. So even though the beggars are outside of the church thinking that all is lost, actually there is help available if you just open your eyes to see it. But again, it feels like you're feeling this because of some sort of past energy. That is why it is so important for release to take place in this month of May. It's almost like something that you have been neglecting to let go of for a long time is almost coming back with a vengeance this month for you in May. And it is really kind of pushing you to the extent to really kind of decide, no, I've had enough with that mindset. I've had enough with that situational person who has infiltrated my mind at every waking hour, and I now need to release this from my life because it is not serving me. Okay, I know at a deeper level I am protected. Okay, and there are ventures available for me. See, when I look at this spread just off the cuff, and that's what the decision relates to as well, and it could involve children as well, which can make it a little bit tricky, right? But what's kind of like coming up for me here is just this, like, enough's enough, you know. It's too much, it's too much, it's too heavy. When I see this, I'm not seeing someone who's I'm not seeing someone who's enjoying the adventures and excitements of life as much. What I'm seeing here is being burdened by the past, being burdened by worries and money, and you know, whether you can trust people. It's all of that kind of stuff that's kind of brewing up to the surface. But now, this is the thing. For May, this is a time that needs to be released, okay? There are adventures awaiting you. There is so much to live for. There is so much to move towards. You are protected. So financially, I think there will be something that comes forward for you because of that protection card. And we got those two trees, and trees is really kind of rooted down into the soil. So it's something that would be substantial, okay? If you can try and allow yourself to think outside the box and find other avenues of income, other avenues of emotional support, whatever that is for you. Perhaps it's speaking to friends and family, perhaps it's speaking to places of work and saying, you know, I need a few days off because I'm feeling very stressed out, whatever. Maybe you just need to get away again, because it feels like you have had the chance for a bit of space. It may be that meditation is really, really helpful for you, or connecting to some sort of forum online. There is help available, and I think the first thing that would be really beneficial is just to feel the love again. Okay, when you feel that love and support again, then it gives the mind a bit of a break from this over analyzing, which can tend to sometimes bleed into a sort of self-sabotage energy. Okay, so you try and get the heart space open for a while, where you can bring your focus over there and just give this a bit of a break. Okay, do that within first as much as you can. And then you can start looking outside yourself. Okay, that's how manifestation works. It always, what we experience in our outer world is a reflection of our inner thoughts and feelings. Now, if our focus is always on lack mindset, we're going to be getting more of that, you know. So sometimes when things are heavy, it's quite difficult to go, well, I can't ignore the, you know, what's in front of me. True, you can't ignore it completely, and you can't pretend that it's not there, but you can choose in this very moment to look around and see what you're grateful for. The air that you breathe, the clothes that you have, the food that you eat, the home that you have, the people that do actually love and support you. Okay, so these are the things that can try and switch you out of feeling really kind of like almost in like a straitjacket. It's not healthy. It's not helping you. So we'll need to get, let's get a, I just want to get one more card, please, for that outcome, to go with that Five of Pentacles. What else do we have, please, for that Five of Pentacles for Cancer? Thank you. Knight of Wands. Okay. So sometimes you're actually being asked here as well. If there's someone that's coming towards you and offering you support, as long as there's no conditions, go for it. It's a very, very good thing. But it feels to me like there could be more support available for you. Anything to do in like a work type environment, work environment that may be of support for you. Financial support, maybe you just need an advance, you know, 1 month if you are employed or within an organization. I do feel that also that I don't feel like you're going to be stuck in this mentality, this lack mentality for too long. I think you're going to push on out of it. I don't feel like it's holding you down for too much longer, because I think over the course of May, by the end of May, you're a little bit kind of bored of it. Okay, so with the Knight of Wands, I see you kind of deciding, no, I'm just going to charge forward. It kind of fuels your sense of spirit, the fire in your belly, and you're going to start driving forward and finding out, maybe even going back on things you've done in the past to try find some sort of a side hustle or opportunity in that regard. Okay, ultimately though, you are protected at a deep, deep, deep level. May is the time for release. You have to get rid of it. It's becoming too extreme. Okay, it doesn't all have to be just literal finances. It's your materials. It could even be your physical body. Okay, it's anything that's tangible and physical that is feeling basically like there's not enough, like there's neglect, and that's a thing that is reaching a climax this month. That's a thing that needs to be released. All right. So what words of wisdom can we give Cancer? Yeah, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. All right. So what Spirit here is basically saying is you are on the right track, but if you get caught up in the headspace, it's gonna keep you a little bit stuck in a bit of a loop situation before you move forward. Right now, you are absolutely on the right path. Okay. Just see whatever you can do to just shift that mindset to another space and keep putting one foot in front of the other. All right. So Cancer, beg your pardon. That is quite a full-on reading. I'm sending you lots of love, hugs, wishes, and luck for May for you. I'm going to be moving on to the extended reading now. For those of you who are interested, it will be in a link in the description box below, with a PayPal link below that. It's an honesty box feature. I'm going to be looking at this a little bit at this Seven of Swords energy. Okay, I'm going to be seeing where that focus is lying, because obviously there's something that's coming to an end here. But if there's a type of deceitful nature around it, I want to look into that. And then I want to delve in a little bit deeper into this judgment. Okay, that attitude that you had, a judgment call that needed to be made. And we'll see if we can get any messages from Spirit as well. All right, so lots of love, take care, and I will see you in June or in the extended reading. Okay, bye. Off. Oh, my little machine's not working. I have to do it here.